Tonight, from Lincoln. Niners.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
Athletic, accurate, strong arm, knows how to make something out of nothing, and is also an excellent leader.
And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
And that's a sight that 49er fans like. George Kittle catching a pass for a 1st down. Remember, he only played in 8 games in 2020, but he was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2018.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, here come the Eagles on offense, and it's Jalen Hurts at the controls in his 2nd season now out of Oklahoma.
A lot of expectations for Jalen Hurts this year, but he has the support of the franchise, including the man who owns the franchise. Had a 4-game audition at the tail end of last year and did enough that the Eagles sent Carson Wentz to Indianapolis. They're expecting Jalen Hurts to be their quarterback of the present and the future.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And complete to Zach Ertz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really...
Touchdown, Eagles!
A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
Miles Sanders from 8 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the early lead.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. time-consuming 10-play drive. That was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they didn't. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Garoppolo now. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Singleton gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
That's on Pro Bowl center Jason Kelce. They go play action with Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And this is Hurts with it, right side.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And once again, this is Sanders.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing is Hurts.
Throw left side complete.
That's Ward.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Elliott on for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Nick Bosa able to get in there and drop him behind the line. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Excellent play there by D Ford, back in form. Remember, 2020, 0 sacks for the season, but to be fair, only played in 1 game due to injury. What he wants to do is get back to the form he showed in 2018 with Kansas City, a career-high 13 sacks.
He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call. He wants to take care of the ball himself.
On second down, another shot for Sermon.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
And they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 40. 20. And he takes this one back.
A-G-L-E-S. Eagles.
Defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We'll put our attention now on the Eagles' defense. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick-6.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
The 49ers traded up to snag Brandon Ayuk at pick 25 in the 2020 draft out of Arizona State. He was in and out of the lineup a little bit in his rookie year. Only played in 12 games, but was awfully productive when he was out there with 60 catches. And there's another one, this time for a 1st down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Working from the gun, Garoppolo.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Yep.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
And they'll run with Sermon.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Sermon
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Gold with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was finished off by the rookie Trey Sermon.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and sprint the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Sermon.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Garoppolo. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. But now it's 3rd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Yes, Eagles.
Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. It's knocked away and incomplete. Penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Jimmy Garoppolo, a touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he has hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Damn.
It's by Marcel Harris. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo to the right side. It's caught by Mitchell.
And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
To the right side, this is Sermon.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really
well.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. The interception interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquez Tart. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
That one looks like he'll throw here. His throw incomplete. The intended target there was Jason Kroom, and now it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Back to throw again. And this is caught.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
They'll turn to Sanders.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat the 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally. And a lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down by 2 touchdowns. 1:36 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
Saved by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. Finding Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One final try now for Garoppolo. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. So fly, Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.